I say hello, welcome.
Hiya, Jordan Dujon.
Yeah.
Michael Amu.
I haven't said that you hello, welcome, because you might do that after.
Yes, boss.
Hello and welcome to the Kill or Be Killed podcast. I'm here with
Jordan Dujon.
Mickey Amu.
and his food, and we're here to talk boxing. Alright, first topic, Deontay Wilder activates a rematch clause for his fight with Tyson Fury. The rematch, July 18 in Las Vegas. What do you think of his team allowing him to activate the rematch clause? Do you think they made the right decision?
To be honest with you, I don't think his team's going to have much say. I mean, obviously, his team worked for Deontay Wilder at the end of the day, and no matter what they tell him and advise him, he wants his belt back. He wants to make that comeback. Me as an advisor, I mean, you don't really know what goes behind the scenes, but I wouldn't recommend that he go straight to rematch clause because he's got stuff he needs to work on, and 4 months, 3.5 months, however long it is, that's not enough time to fix the problems that's in his arsenal at the minute. But again, if he doesn't defend it straight away or trying to get the belt back straight away, he could be waiting another 2 years, and he's already getting older as it is. Is it worth that wait?
Yeah, same thing. I think it depends how the team are looking at it. I think strictly boxing point of view, I think it don't make sense to go straight back in. I think it makes sense that you said there's a lot of things that he needs to work on to be better. Not only did he lose the fight, he got completely beaten from the first to the last round, and it's like he got schooled in every aspect of it. He didn't even have to stand a chance. So, boxing point of view, yeah, I think I wouldn't want him to take the fight. I think a couple more fights and practice the stuff he wants to change in the Tyson Fury fight. But obviously, like you said, you know, this is a business, and maybe it might hurt him in the long run if he don't take it immediately. He might not be able to get another shot. He might become that man that like nobody wants to avoid him, man. So
Catch will definitely be.
catch 22 from that point. Right?
So he has about, let's say, 4 months until the rematch. In camp, what's the first thing you're going to work on if you're his trainer? First week in camp,
First
what are you
thing.
going to do?
I'm getting him standing in a corner like a box. He can't move from that step, and he's got to block all my shots that are thrown at him. So he's got to learn to use his defense and not have a guard that's like 5 inches away from his face. Yeah.
And also to be able to let that right hand go from short distance. It's a lot of people. He throws that right hand from a safe distance, and Fury smothered that and took away all that distance from him. So he likes to find his space before he throws that right hand. Fury didn't allow it. So if Fury applies that same tactic again, he's going to have to be able to throw under pressure, to throw at the same time as Fury to try and catch him coming in. That for me, that would be the first thing.
Obviously, like Wilder's strengths are at the long range, so he can get that full leverage on his right hand. But to me, personally, I would probably look at getting a Mexican-style training, a tight defense, a bit like a Ruiz, and start stalking Fury. Because to me, that Wallin fight, where he fought Fury, just walk him down with throwing combos, and you see Fury start to fade in the last half of the fight. So I'm not sure if Wilder can do it.
But you're saying, so you expect him to change his whole style in 3-4 months against the best.
The thing is, it's not changing his whole style. He doesn't have a style. He doesn't have a style. He's got, I'm gonna hold you out there, and then when he hits this.
Yeah, so you're creating a style.
Yeah, you're creating a style, and you're just building the foundation into it.
AJ obviously done it with the Ruiz fight. He bought who was it? Angel. Something. Bought him in. We don't know. I heard that he might have been working with him behind the scenes before, and I don't know, but he come in for that camp, and obviously they worked on stuff that he felt was comfortable. So obviously it can be done. It has been done. I just think the team. I think it's a business move more than than they think that's the fight that benefits.
I mean, realistically, how many more fights is he gonna have at that world level? Is Joshua Fury? Who else is up there that's going to give them massive paydays? Yeah, up-and-comers, but they're up in a different era. They're going to fight them for a little money.
Fight Ruiz as well.
He can fight Ruiz, but Ruiz ain't going to win that against Wilder. Wilder's just going to hit him over the top. It's going to be game over. If he gets on the inside,
I think Ruiz is a big problem. I think he's a big problem. Ruiz, you ain't going to land them looping shots on Ruiz. He's too compact, too tight. I think the Ruiz fight and Dillian Whyte fight are good tune-up fights for Fury. People might think I'm way off, and people might think that White is a much bigger challenge, and it's not just a tune-up fight. But I think it is a good tune-up fight because Dillian Whyte's not that hard to hit, and I think if worse comes to worse and your game plan ain't working, you still got that to get him out of there. You can land it. So I think he'll be someone good to try. I think Ruiz is the same, but at the same time, they can both cause a lot of
think
problems.
in that next fight, the only way I could see Fury winning is if Wilder winning is if that first round he goes in there like he's just found out he slept with his missus. Just goes in there, bombs away, doesn't stop swinging, pushes him in the corner, backs him up, turns it into an actual fight rather than a boxing match. Because that's one thing that he hasn't done yet. He tried to outbox him, he tried to be a cute boxer. He needs to just go in there, throw all game plan out the window, and just hell to level. Because that's what we know Wilder.
Three-round job, innit? Three-round job.
Yeah.
Had you heard, you need to do a three-round.
Just leave it all in the ring. Whatever happens.
I don't even think that would be enough. I think he ain't got a chance. My personal opinion is mad.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's the only way he's got a chance.
He's a basic fighter, so I think he should just literally learn jab, double jab, triple jab, just keep it flowing, innit? Just as long as you're active,
he hasn't
up and down, and just hit the right hand.
I don't think he's got the IQ to change the rhythm.
Yeah.
I don't think he's got IQ to do anything.
He'll read that. Yeah.
I like that. 1, 2, just keep it basic in the gym. Strictly work on 1, 2, scrap everything else. Just land your left, land your right, land your left, land your right.
Yeah. The thing is with that, that's purely what his training would have been working on anyway. But what he implements in the sparring and in the fight is something completely different. So,
what chance do you give him of landing that right hand, and how can he do it?
again, the thing is, he landed the right hand in that last fight, but he won, 3-4 times, but it wasn't flush because Fury was riding the shots.
Pulling away from him as well.
The setup is way too obvious, and you can see it coming a mile away.
Yeah, it's because he cocks it all the way back. There's nothing, there's no little feints, there's nothing.
The left hand's always extended.
Yeah, always extended.
And even on the last video we was doing, I was complimenting the improvements on the right hand. But like you said, the improvements, the right hand was literally shocking. And he got it to a level that it was okay. And he was still getting away with it. So even the straight right, it's like even his best weapon needs a whole lot of improvement. So I just think Tyson Fury exposed all of his flaws. All of his flaws. Some of the mistakes he was making in there, they're mistakes that people make when they first walk into a boxing gym. Do you know what I mean? You see people that are complete beginners with better footwork.
But again, the thing is, this is like that Fury fight didn't open my eyes to anything new in terms of exposing Wilder. If you look at his last 3-4 fights.
Well, you trying to say you knew it was that bad?
No, of course you
knew it was that bad?
Listen,
That bad?
I can't lie, he's even worse now.
Yeah. I know you've been the biggest critic for a long
it's
time.
bad, isn't it? And the thing is, he's been caught by Brazil, he got caught by Molina, he got caught by, not Stavern, but he's the 3-4 fighters that have caught him, he's held him up, and then he's ended up knocking him out afterwards.
What's that saying?
Yeah, that's right. Calm down, you
Keep on top
killing
of
me kills,
that.
yeah.
Cool. Last topic on these guys here. Wilder, I remember watching some of the old interviews they used to do. They talk about the spirit of the Bronze Bomber enters his body. And Tyson Fury was telling him, I've got the spirit of Jesus Christ. I'm going to dispel whatever going on, isn't it?
I remember Wilder talking about he was going to baptize him.
Yeah, baptize him, tell him about the manifestation that started. He said all sorts of, and then you see the video when he announced it, he's talking about the king will rise again.
What, when he announced the rematch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has this sense, I don't want to say sense of delusion, because to be a pro athlete at that highest level, you have to believe you're the best in the world. But it's like the way he talks in the third person, he talks, I'm going to say he's delusional, isn't it?
Yeah, in a politest way.
Yeah.
And I think you touched down on this. Maybe that's the only chance of winning. Because if he feels like everyone else feels that, your boxing's that poor, this and that, then he's a fool for getting in there. If he genuinely believes it was an off night, or Fury was better that night, or whatever he believes, but as long as he believes that he can win that fight, then he's always got a puncher's chance.
So what happens if he loses? Do you think his career will be over, or he can come back?
That all depends on what sort of person he is. Technically, obviously there's fights out there for him, good fights out there for him. There will still be massive fights. I think people will still want to see him versus AJ. Maybe not immediately, but definitely people want to see him with the likes of Dillian Whyte. That's a fight that's good out there. But I think he loses some of that. Right now he's got aura about him. He's got that, even with the Fury fight, people still get in that ring. You're going to be weary of that right hand.
His styles are being fights, isn't it? Fury might just be that one fighter that his style doesn't match up against.
Can't deal with
go on to one other topic. After the fight, Wilder made the whole bag of excuses for why he lost. And one of the funniest excuses, which he did not make up, so actually, let me not say funniest. One of the reasons people believe he lost the fight is Tyson Fury time-checking his gloves. He put the knuckle part where the wrist is supposed to be, and apparently he was using that to club Wilder overhead. So essentially, he would have been punching Wilder this part of his fist for the whole fight. Do you believe it? Based on the video?
Okay. It's not necessarily I believe it, but you have to question the flappiness of the first fight, or why his glove was flapping like that. Obviously, some of the gypsy fighters, the way they fight, when they click at the jab, it is extended. But I've never really seen it personally happen with a hook.
Let me just say one thing first, innit? Can't lie, my technique is kind of poor, innit? So when I throw hooks, sometimes I land in this part, innit?
Yeah.
If I'm hitting the bag, if I'm hitting someone, even if the padded part of the glove on it, it hurts. It hurts like hell, innit? When you land here, innit? I can't imagine a man with no padding, no wraps, no nothing, hitting a guy for 12 rounds, 7 rounds, whatever it is, and that not being red, innit? When he took off a glove, nothing was red, innit? I just can't see that happen.
Was that 12 rounds he was punching like that? Or was it for some
rounds? It was
rounds?
the first fight where the main video was from.
Yeah. But he wasn't punching like that throughout the whole fight?
I don't care how long it is, your hand's gonna hurt.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Do you believe it? I'll put on the feed.
Yeah, we're about to get serious. Right, so do you believe he boxed the whole fight like that? Or you think?
No.
Puts it in and out.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you've got your hands in the glove, you can maneuver it slightly. Not necessarily that you can pull it all the way down, because obviously it's taped. But you can move your hands so your hand's not in the actual glove, so your knuckles now in this bit. Now, again, like you said, it's going to hurt to smack someone on the side of the face. But if it's tactically done, where you're just trying to mark them up, so then there's a bit of swelling, and then you're going to put your fist back into its natural position to then balloon it up more. Yeah. That could be a thing. But we're never going to know. It's not something that you can.
And you yourself, you're a professional boxer, yeah? Correct?
Yeah.
You hold a British Boxing Board of Control license.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you've been there when the gloves have been wrapped, put on, and one of the board members have had to come in and sign it to make sure that it's all done properly and it's all.
Yeah.
And you still believe there's a way of him maneuvering his hand out of the glove, just so his knuckle part is sat in the wrist part of the glove to generate maximum contact with his fist. So rather than the fist being in the glove part, you say it's in the fist, in the wrist part, and he's turning over shots to land, even though the glove is up here. He's landing short shots on the inside of that.
Okay, so right now you've asked that question with total logic in it. Now, he said it with complete logic. Now, we've all known in the States there's been some controversy.
Yeah.
Especially in them big money fights. Now, what happened with that? Was it Margarita Court?
Margarita Court, yeah.
Okay,
okay.
That's something that the board signed off with. They would have checked the rap check beforehand.
Yeah.
How is it that that's now still got away with it?
Right, alright, different topic. Staying on the topic, my initial thought was simple. I understand it looks very suspicious when the gloves land. It looks very suspicious, especially to someone that's never really put on a boxing glove or thrown punches. All you skull bites what you see on TV, because most boxers turn over their knuckles, you will never get nothing like that. But the justification of wearing your gloves like that, taking the thought of a professional fighter having his glove basically hanging off of his hand, there's no sense to it. There's no benefit. The benefit is, all right, you're gonna land a short hook and you're gonna get your knuckles gonna be landing on his chin. But in reality, there's no benefit to that, because you're probably gonna hurt your hand. You're punching, landing on flush on bone. You're gonna hurt your hand more than you would if you just had the glove on properly. I've done a video before, I don't know if you see it on the pages, but just flicking the jab. Fighters that fight with a point scoring type fighters, they box on the back foot, box on the move. They're not really throwing punches to land heavy punches, they're throwing them just to flick out their hands, score points and keep it moving. You notice it happens with their hand a lot, with their gloves. They're flicking shots. So I do understand it looks suspicious, but I think to accuse the man of not wearing his glove properly to be able to land thing, I think it's madness.
I think he wears his gloves are made out of horsehair as well.
Yeah, so it can be maneuvered.
Yeah.
It could be loosened up and the horsehair can be manipulated so it's less protection on the knuckle area.
Fair enough.
Anything else you want to add to Wilder Fury discussion?
That was not important. What was not important? It's not fight.
About which part?
Any of it. The rematch. The team. What would they be working with?
I said it, innit? The straight punches, isn't it?
Okay. Do you think it's a smart thing the timing of the. Do you reckon the team will make the right decision?
Nah, it is bad timing, but at the same time, there's no point where I think it's going to be good timing. I can't see him going to the gym for a whole year and improving on the style and getting.
But do you not? Alright, but do you not
I
think?
think from more of a mental perspective, innit? And his health as well. I think it's for like Ortiz. No, wait. Let's say Ortiz, Fury, Brazil, Ortiz, Fury, and Fury again. I think that's been like a year and a half. That's like 6 fights in a year and a half. That's too much, isn't it? It's just way too much. If it would have been like September, October, okay, innit? But to be fighting back to back to back to back to back, or you just got beaten up, you're probably fatigued, isn't it? And to come back again 4.5 months, I don't think it's not the right.
See, now what I would like to know is the fine print in a contract. So what happens if 2 weeks before the fight, there's an injury, Wilder get injured? Is that now postponed?
I guess it depends how bad the injury is. But every boxer goes
Well, the thing is, it's going to be postponed in terms of they need to find a replacement for Fury. He then fights like a little takeover fight, and then the AJ Fury fight is announced later on. Does he then get the winner of that?
Oh, okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
It should be held. It should be held in the sense that you got a time limit to make the fight happen. If you can't make the fight happen, then you got to let Fury move on.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, because if he's activated the rematch clause and then gets injured, that's something that's out of his control.
Yeah.
So what's the fine print to say that, okay, he still doesn't get that rematch?
I mean, if I was writing a contract, that's what would be in the contract. You've got that time limit. You know what I mean? But
again, if I'm the champion, I'm gonna state that I'm getting that rematch,
Yeah.
regardless of time. If it's activated, it's activated.
As Wilder, because
Wilder,
would have been the one to
Wilder,
drop the
you would
contract.
have been the one to drop the contract. Because injuries is something that happens in the sport all the time. And if you're now trying to get your belt back, and then all of a sudden you've been injured, now that chance is taken away from you.
Something we touch wood we don't see, hopefully.
Something we touch with don't see, but you never know, you might get a unification fight, and then
That's all I want.
Yeah, well, that's
all I want is a unification. But I think that's what everyone wants. AJ versus Fury. Wilder, everyone feels the fight's done. Everyone feels Fury's got it beat already, isn't it? So it's just postponing the situation. But obviously, fair play to Wilder. He has the right to exercise that agreement in the contract, and obviously it's up to him to take the fight. And he's gonna obviously be in a fight. I believe he's the best. He's gonna want to take that fight.
I think even worse for him is now that Fury's with Sugar Hill, you could instantly see the changes in his technique, innit? Give him another 4.5 months in that Kronk gym, working on getting that right hand straight up. Using the left hook a little bit more, like to hurt people as opposed to just slapping them.
The thing is, it's crazy because that Kronk gym, you got to look at the fights that come out. Thomas Hearns is really nice.
Yeah.
So if he adopts that style of boxing, from Wilder.
Who's the other main fighter? Sorry. Who's the other main fighter? Is it Aaron Pryor come out of it?
I think so.
Aaron Pryor, yeah.
What's his name? Heavyweight, Lennox Lewis. Klitschko.
Klitschko. Yeah, they was the later. They were.
Yeah.
They was under Emmanuel Stewart, didn't it? But the Kronk, the Tommy Hearns era, there was a lot of.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at the way Tommy Hearns is built, it's pretty much the same as Wilder. Long limbs. If he starts boxing like that, oh my god, he's a problem.
He's fundamental.
And to be honest with you, that's true. It's true. I'm not putting him in the same area. Tommy Hearns is a much better boxer, like leaps and
I
bounds.
see, it's the body shape.
But yeah, it's the body shape. You got to look at the dynamics.
Yeah.
So what out of your body shape can you adapt to box like? And I think Tommy Hearns will be the ideal person to mold himself.
But Tommy Hearns is a freak.
He is a freak.
The skinny, at 6'2" welterweight. When he was at welterweight, punching out punches, and I mean that was a real.
But again, this will come down to his overall boxing IQ, innit?